Oh, sweet mother of
bacon!
We got if we don't move.
Run, lady!
Target data with those bastards try to light me up.
Trying.
I apologize to anyone wearing headphones.
Oh, see, I told you to... Lady!
Target's incoming on my 9. Hi!
I told her incoming.
You told her to run. Then you
I
told her
did.
to kill her.
Just now.
Oh, after the fact. Okay.
Yeah. But I told her to run.
Where's the love guy?
Look like a video game.
Hey, you know what though? Honestly, there are some elements of modern warfare that look like video games.
I know.
Yeah. So I expect future warfare to look a lot like video games.
Uh-oh. Run, lady.
He did it! And he's not looking back at that cool explosion!
Oh, shoot, I like that. Well, these are Martians, I think. Hey, I think I'm gonna like the Martians.
Tango's down. We are in this crater.
3-4
Except this idiot.
612. Your best score time by almost 3 minutes. Good work, Gunny.
Well, she took fire.
Do you see our next one, Lieutenant?
Okay,
The
thumbs
skies
up.
are primed to
Do you
please us.
understand what she was doing? Because I know she,
Drawing fire.
oh, you're it.
You're heading to Phoebe Station.
They're getting shipped
Say
out.
your goodbyes
You go to
and
Phoebe.
kiss your mommies.
Remember
It's gonna be a
Phoebe?
long trip.
I do.
Remember that the captain of the Dominator kept asking them about Phoebe.
Yes, indeed. I do like their uniforms.
But this is power armor.
Don't worry, Hilly.
Make too much noise, though. They couldn't sneak up on anyone. That's
They wouldn't
for sure.
have to. How about this one? This isn't designed for sneaking.
Where's that, Gunny?
Oh, she's a gunny. Dang, I didn't think in the future they would still have,
Ranks?
yes.
How do you think militaries will be structured?
I don't know. I didn't think this would be. They still,
So, fun fact, wearing this armor, she could tear through an entire platoon.
Well, she took a lot of fire.
It's basically bulletproof for all intents and purposes.
But you're gonna be sore tomorrow.
Well, threaten me with a good time.
Madam, did our government build those stealth ships that destroyed the Donager?
I want your viewers to listen closely. The engines in those ships were built by the OPA operatives working for Fred Johnson.
I like her outfit. Her sari is nice.
Avasarala always has amazing outfits.
Hello? 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 Hold on, I can't hear.
Uh-oh. That's kind of close to home.
If she had kept walking, she would have died.
We have Archangel. Archangel was not on the vehicle.
I think they saved her for a reason. Oh. Oh no, that can break your arm. No. That's only a pizza robot.
What's the armor?
Come on. Good job.
You want me a bottle? Ganymede bourbon, not the cheap shit, eh?
Good job. Hey, shoot me one too.
I can picture it now. You, in that suit, planting the Martian flag in the Statue of Liberty's teeth.
This won't even be a real fight. 30 billion lumps of shit. Watching fit screens, stuffing their faces full of free drugs all day. Hell, we should invade right now.
You know the second most dangerous thing in the solar system next to a Martian Marine is a UN Marine?
Oh, the Earther chimes in.
Yeah, I'm more Martian than you, Hilly. My parents had to sacrifice to have a kid on Earth. Immigrate here when I was 5. We chose Mars. Mars chose us.
Travis can't hide from Earth by putting on that Martian armor. His bones are all wrong from growing up in full G. We'll keep him anyway. Watch it.
All right, kids, keep it business.
Well put, Gunny.
Such love.
Briefing in 5.
Squaddies busting each other's chops.
You guys been in space too long.
Violence.
Need a
Should not be
rotation.
minor. I think the lieutenant has the hots for you.
I don't use sex as a weapon, little ones. I use weapons as weapons.
You'll be landing on Phoebe Station, securing the facility until we get a science team in for a deeper investigation.
After Phoebe went silent, Doninger was sent to investigate.
Every one of the bodies was frozen to the walls of the ice tunnels. It looks like they were incinerated. It's possible there was a fire or chemical spill, but all of the data cores have been wiped clean. This is a cover-up.
We still don't know what any of it means or whether or not Earth was involved.
I know you shouldn't have sent anyone
We
there.
don't anticipate
I
engaging.
do know that.
Lucky for them, because there isn't a team on this ship that doesn't want payback for the Donny.
In any case, we will keep it business.
Act like professionals, damn it.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Prep your teams. Dismissed. Gunny. Up here. I knew people on that ship too. Captain Yao was a friend, but still, nobody knows what really happened.
We know those stealths were Earth-built.
So says Fred Johnson, mouthpiece for OPA terrorists, and now Earth is accusing him. We will not be led into war on anyone's leash. I was a private during the Vesta blockade. Half the Earth's fleet was headed to Mars to annihilate its former colony. If they couldn't have what we built, they were going to pound it back into dust. Luckily for everyone, cooler heads prevailed. And we've managed to avoid a shooting war with Earth up till now. That's our job. To make sure that that war never happens.
And because of Vesta, we pushed back the terraforming project. 50 years and 50 more.
I will
All those
return. It's time
resources
to go
of the
get
military.
delicious
Now, none of
Chinese
us will live
food.
to see an atmosphere over Mars,
That was the price.
but it's still worth fighting for.
One moment.
You sit down there.
Yeah, we're hungry. But she have every right to be skeptical. She really did.
dispatched a ship to Phoebe Station, I know. What are you doing?
Then look at him.
Well, that depends.
That's my next enemy. The father who didn't care about his daughter.
You would have passed muster, but this feels
And
urgent. But the Martians
cutting
know
a
something.
rose.
You need to get boots on Phoebe first.
That sounds like your mess. And sending a UN warship to a meaningless outpost like Phoebe will just draw more attention to it.
If you want a weapon system for my project, then it's our mess.
We need to talk about arrows.
Nice house.
Mars and Earth may be busy pointing guns at each other, but those quarantine beacons won't keep people away from arrows forever. There's already a lot more do-gooders than we expected. Next will be the looters.
Get rid of them.
Yes, of course. I'll sacrifice what's left of my credibility for a few short-term trinkets.
That's out of here. You're witnessing a discovery that could rewrite the story of humankind. Your imagination takes you as far as putting the boot heel to your former colony. This was Julie's spot.
Oh, you want to put roses on a
Far
tree?
from the house. She taught herself to shoot a bow and arrow at this tree. 9 years old. Just woke up one morning and taught herself.
And now she's dead.
My Julie.
Because of you.
Even losing her was worth it. She's a sacred part of
See?
it now.
What did I say?
Don't
What did I
talk
say?
about sacrifice. Ever again.
And on that note, we're going to take a break and get ourselves some tasty Chinese food.
I told you he didn't care.
We'll return, guys, as my mom fumes over the seeming unfeeling of Jules Pierre Mao. Be back in a few.
This little boy, this little girl, their mother and father too. They all have an urge, and oh, what an urge for something to munch and chew. Choo-choo. Now these are just swell, and this rings the bell. The popcorn is crispy and hot. Then others again have a terrible yen for a drink that hits the spot. Go, go. So if you want candy, the lobby is handy. A condo with sweets and a crew. With your kind permission, we're having a mission. We're ready to serve all of you.
Come in.
Christian. Thank God. Are you all right?
Perfect excuse not to quit drinking, huh?
I love scotch. Scotch is scotch.
This is our fault. We put you in the crosshairs. We never should have made you the public face against Fred Johnson.
It was my choice.
Listen, we're going to beef up your security detail.
I'm already taking care of that. Intel says it was the Black Sky faction of the OPA. They caught wind of an assassination plot. An occupational hazard in my family.
Maybe you should take a few days. At least skip the meeting.
No. I'll be in 5 minutes.
They're mobilizing for war. Martian ships are moving throughout the system.
Well, I don't know what to do with her makeup.
The Africanus
But they need a
to
new
Callisto and the Scirocco to Phoebe. What do you recommend? We secure all our bases in the outer planets and head off the ships wherever we can.
Most of those bases are low-level research outposts or cargo way stations. If we place our ships in the paths of theirs,
they'll know we're ready for any planned acts of aggression. We share all those bases. They have no right.
Mars does not want war. They want to get back to terraforming and building domes for their people. Sir, if we de-escalate, I am convinced that they will respond in kind.
And erode our position if Mars decides not to give peace a chance. Sir, we're the most powerful nation in the system. We need to act like that.
Pride isn't...
And what fast forward to the battlefield?
That sounds too familiar.
I advise that we deploy our fleet to secure any base that might become a Martian foothold. Madam, do you concur?
You need to say no.
I do.
Redeploy the fleet.
She may have said she concurred.
I think it's more that she recognizes it as the thing that they pretty much have to do in a situation.
She playing politics.
She wishes there was another option.
She playing politics.
Well, it's all politics.
The UN and Nathan Hale is on a direct course to Phoebe Station. At this rate, they're going to beat us there.
Why would Earth suddenly care about Phoebe Station?
Must be something there they don't want us to find. But command was unequivocal. Under no circumstances are we to allow Phoebe to fall under UN control.
Prepare your team for drop.
Who's gonna feast on Earth's sky and drink their rivers dry? Who's gonna stop their mountains into fine Martian dust? The rains fall hard on Olympus Mons. Who are we? I can't hear you! Who are we?
I have the weirdest boner.
I was ready to say, I didn't hear them at all at first. They sound real gun-ho.
You like that little pep talk? That little pump up?
It was real little. They didn't sound convincing.
Oh, jeez.
You hear Hoorah and all that stuff? No, it's not military.
I'm guessing Martian Marines don't do the whole hoorah thing.
No, they got the hoorah. They the Martian Marines.
I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
You saw the Martians.
What the hell?
It's a ground operation. Why are we firing missiles?
Come on.
Yeah, why?
With us first, Private. Get faces on. We still have our orders.
You can't trust anybody.
So the Martians were about to drop on Phoebe, but then they launched a bunch of missiles.
Fired 5 missiles in response to the Nathan Hale's hard burn towards Phoebe.
You can't trust anyone.
Oh my God, they've done it.
Not yet. It takes two to play war.
There's a 20-minute delay from the AO. By the time we get a full assessment, the Hale and the Scirocco could both be dust. We have to anticipate the worst.
Phoebe's a backwater science station. What are they trying to protect?
It doesn't matter. They're making a move. As we speak, the Martians could be preparing a strike all over the system.
Have any of their other ships changed course or launched or done anything provocative?
Madam, by the time you see it on that display, it will be too late.
I know how the fucking thing works. Answer my question.
Are you gonna cry?
As of 20 minutes ago, no.
That doesn't sound like a first strike to me. The missiles are a message to back off, nothing more.
The captain of the Hale will likely fire back on the Scirocco, as he's authorized to do. The MCRN will retaliate. Phoebe may be the spark, but it will not end there.
The captain of the Hale knows what's at stake. He's a man of restraint. He's one of our finest.
You know Captain Yevgeny?
Since he was a little know-it-all at the academy debating me in philosophy, I promise you, sir, he is the same wise man he was back then.
The wise thing to do right now is to target the MCRN fleet system-wide.
Mars isn't stupid enough to start a war that will end civilization or a rat hole like Phoebe. Let this saber rattling play out.
We'll hold until we hear from the Hale. Have mercy on us all.
I didn't know we shared Captain Yevgeny as a friend.
An exceptional man.
Yes, he never went to the academy.
Well, yeah, everyone else believing you.
Who knows? He didn't contradict her. He
Didn't say a word.
Here comes the transmission from the Hale.
Oh, dang, it went right by him.
Command, the Nathan Hale has not fired on the Scirocco. Their missiles were not intended for us. Be advised, We're standing down. The Martians were targeting Phoebe Research Station, which sustained multiple direct hits. The ice moon fractured under the barrage and the fragments spiraled into Saturn. It's completely gone.
They destroyed it?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Don't worry, they'll dissect the reasoning.
Same old shit, hurry up and wait, huh? Look, Connie, we got an intel flash. The hill was carrying 10 times our number. We weren't going to send you down to a slaughter.
One of us is worth 20 of them.
Ah, the arrogance of youth.
They wanted something on Phoebe and we vaporized it. I'd say the fight's coming soon enough.
You're wrong.
Oh, she's right.
Earth knows the price of escalation as well as we do.
You said our job is to prevent a war with Earth. Ever wonder if we put it backwards? Maybe we can't have the dream of Mars until we've had that war.
She want to go to war.
She sure thinks she does, anyway. What do they say, though? The only people who really want to go to war are people who've never been in one. But that's the problem. Like all Martians, she grew up with that as their dream. Mars, that looks like paradise.